when you guys won your 2 Stanley Cups, and this is true across sports, teams will kind of copycat it. They'll find ways that you won, and they'll look at it, they'll emulate it to an extent. Do you think that might happen with Florida and some of the things that they did, especially since you just got to coach a couple of these Kachucks? You know what I mean? And that temperament.
Well, I think it's a copycat league. We're all trying to learn from one another, and so in that extent, it's a copycat league. It's act and react, and that's in constant evolution. When we won, speed was of the essence, and not that it isn't today. I think speed is a factor. It's every bit as prevalent today as it was then. I think size has entered the equation. I think some of the top teams in the league, not only can they skate, but they're big, and so and this Florida team is an example. So they play a certain style of play that kind of lends to their strengths, and I think the important thing is in terms of identity is understanding what you have in the core group of players that you have. In other words, what are the strengths of your best players? And then you got to build a game plan around that. And then you have to bring people into that support that. And I know that's what we've tried to do in Pittsburgh. And I think, for example, when we were competing those years, Washington was at the top of the league also. They were a very different identity than we were, but yet they were really good. So I think it's really about trying to understand what you are, what you have, and how do you build a game plan or philosophy of play that sets you up for success. And I think when you look at this Florida team, they're big, they're strong, they can skate, they play with some swagger, and Matthew might be the guy that leads the charge for them.